Well, good morning and welcome, fellow EDF 6800 students. This is my European Education Trip 2018 mind map, and I'm John Bell. So let's get right on to it. Okay, it's too early to plan on my 2019 trip, so I went back and did my 2018 trip. Now, I had this information on a spreadsheet and it worked out okay, but this is much better. As a matter of fact, I've already started a mind map for 2019. I don't know if we're going to be in London or Dublin to begin with, but depending on that, then I'll figure out where I'm going to go next. Okay, so there's three different phases of traveling in Europe that you have to be caught up on. Okay, number one is what cities do you want to visit? Okay, so in this case, last year I visited London, Brussels, Munich, and Milan. Now, the reason that I went to Milan is because that's where my airfare was, Miami to Milan, both coming and going. So I decided to end up in Milan. Okay, so we started out. So that's the first. Where are you going to go to? Where are you going to stay? And how are you going to get there? There's a fourth one that we'll talk about a little bit later, but not right now. Okay, so now after I had my cities picked, then I needed to arrange lodging for these cities. And you can see this adds up just to a little bit shy of a month. Starting out in Brunel here, which is in Uxbridge, England, which is just outside of London. And then 3 nights in Brussels, 7 nights in Munich, and 6 nights in Milan, and then and then back home. Okay. The third thing is, so now we know where we want to visit, and we've got lodging for it. Now, how are we going to get there? Okay. That's the transport down here. Okay, it starts and ends with Miami to Malpensa Airport, Milan. Okay, when I flew in to Malpensa, okay, within a couple hours I turned around and took an EasyJet to Gatwick in London, because that's where my tour started, in London. Okay. After that was over, then I took the Channel underneath the English Channel. That was a real experience. That was London to Brussels. After Brussels, I took an overnight Flixbus, very cheap fare, like $25 or something. That was from Brussels to Munich. Okay, I didn't get much sleep on it. They were comfortable enough, but who can sleep on a bus? Okay. Then from Munich to Milan, I took an overnight train in a compartment that I had all to myself, and I was managed to get a little bit of sleep there. Okay, and then I ended it with Malpensa back to Miami on Air Italy. Okay, so these were all very cheap fares. Okay, I probably didn't spend $600 on all of it, all the traveling. So the fourth thing because this is my European education trip, okay, that I do every year. Okay. The fourth thing that should be on here is, who do I talk about, or who do I talk with to increase my awareness of European education? Well, I found out that one of the most effective people to talk to are just the common citizens that are on the bus, on the subway, walking down the street, whatever. Give them an open-ended question like, the best thing about our education system is, or the worst thing about our education system is, well, you can imagine what the worst is. They complain about high taxes, but so do we, so, you know, that's about par. If you've ever had the opportunity to sit in on a European classroom, you know, sometimes it's just as easy as walking up to a school, knocking on the door, being admitted, showing them my ID badge, that I'm a certified teacher from the United States, and I'd like to see what you're doing, and they'll go out of their way to put you in the classes. Now, this was over June and July, so, you know, the classes are like ending in June, so it's kind of hit and miss. They seem not to have summer school over there, so, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. So check with your, whatever country you're in, check with their school district and see what the dates are if you want to gain entrance into these. But like I said, they're more than happy to accommodate you. Okay, so that's those are the four main legs. Of course, only 3 are shown here because the fourth one, like I said, actually talking to educators, okay, is kind of hit and miss. It all depends on when you're there and what cities you're in and what holidays there are, and, you know, God, yeah, and we're not used to it. So, but if you ever get a chance to sit in the classroom in Europe, do it. They have a totally different way of teaching, okay? I'd like to say it's a little bit more holistic and less rote, but that was just my opinion. So, until next time, John Bell, signing out.